I wanted to make a video just to help you get an overview of the main tools that we use as a session. We use the Google Suite of Tools, and we've created a hub, a starting place for session. It's basically a website, and that website is, well, here's the URL right here. And that website is available only to session members. And so it's a private website. No one really has access to it unless we share the URL with them and permission to view it. And so on this website, we have just tried to supply everything that you would need during your tenure here as a member of session. And so what I want to do with this video is walk you through this portion of it really quickly. I will also provide some other videos if you're unfamiliar with the Google Suite of Tools: Drive, Gmail, Docs, Calendar, Meet, Chat, all those different things that are available to you here to use. But we'll just start here with the Emmanuel Session Portal. And what I'd like you to see is that it's, again, like I mentioned, just like a regular website. So there's a home page with home, and then meetings, conversations, a contact page, and what we call upskill, where you'll find different videos that will help you to navigate through the website and navigate your time as an elder. Here at the bottom, just some quick links to all these different tools about Drive, about email, the Gmail accounts, Calendar, Google Meet, Google Docs, and Conversations we'll talk about a little bit later. It hasn't really been used, and maybe something that we dispense with. But nonetheless, here is our Emmanuel Session Portal. Now, here on the home screen, there's a section here that gives you a couple of links to just defining what an elder is, and there's an article here about 10 things ruling elders should know, and a definition of a ruling elder from the Presbyterian Book of Order. So just to kind of give you a little bit of an introduction to that, there's also links, I think, on many of those pages to other things, other helpful tools. Probably the tab that you'll be using the most is this second one, entitled Meetings. And what we've tried to do with this page is give you a one-stop shop for everything that you would need for a meeting. In the past, we generally would inform elders of upcoming session meetings via email, and then we would also share whatever documents you might need via email. And what would happen is typically I would end up with a number of emails with a number of documents, and it was just kind of a minefield of all kinds of different things that I had to then try to accumulate and sort through and bring to a meeting. Now, we don't print out stuff for meetings anymore. We don't do all of that work to make this whole packet for you of printed materials, and feel like this is just a much more efficient way of doing that. Saves us a lot of paper, saves the office a lot of time just in producing that kind of stuff. If you would like to print out your own stuff, certainly you're more than well able to do so, and you have access to all the documents here that you can then print out if you prefer to have hard copies. But everything is here, and so it's duplicated. All of these, I've got links everywhere for you. So on this page, you should be able to find whatever it is you need. So if we start over here on the left-hand side, you'll see that I have links to our Drive folder. Here's the agenda for January 2024. If you click on that, it brings up the agenda. Now this month, we're having a get-together with deacons and elders, a send-off and a welcome. So this won't be in use tonight. But as you can see on this agenda, it's also full of links as well. So there'll be a link to any sort of motions or minutes here that you can refer back to. At the bottom, there will be links to reports and agenda forms that you can fill out if you want to fill out your monthly report via a menu. And you click here, it'll open up a Google form, and you can just fill out your report here, and then we will collate it and put it into the reports. You can also do the same for any sort of agenda item that you would add. Those are two separate forms that we have, one for monthly reports and one for any sort of agenda item that you would like to add to the meeting. So those are both, all of that is found here in the agenda. But we also have the minutes from our latest meeting here. We have our latest financial report here, and any other documents that might be helpful. So there's still a link here for the proposal for David's sabbatical, and I've put together a document that gives you all the key dates for session for 2024, and we may add some dates to that document, but all of those dates will be there. So you see how this is a very organized, powerful way for you to just access in a minute the different documents you might need. All the elders are listed here, and I will add the links to the email addresses as soon as I issue email addresses to the new elders. So from here you can email any elder. So if I click on Mary Jo's name, up pops an email for that, and I can just begin to work on an email to Mary Jo. At the bottom, you can send an email to all of the elders without the clerk, that would be me, or all of the elders with the clerk, again, that would be me. So all of those links to help you quickly communicate with a particular elder are here on the left-hand side. Then I've also, again, put a link here to our session drive folder, and that has all of our materials in it. So if you click on this link, it opens the drive folder, your personal drive folder. And if you're unfamiliar with Drive, I will make there's another video that walks you through Google Drive, and so but that's just kind of you can get some quick links here. For instance, if you click on the 2024 session, that opens this year's session folder, and there are subfolders. For instance, here is the January folder, has the January agenda and the December financial report. Any other files that would be associated with the January meeting would go here. So when you're looking through your life as an elder over the course of the year, and you want to find something from one of these meetings, all of the documents should be located in that file. And so that's just the ease of getting together. Here are quick links to both of those forms that I mentioned before. If you want to add a motion or an agenda item to the agenda, here is the form that you would use to do so. And if you want to submit a monthly report, you would do that here. Now again, those are both also on the agenda. And my practice is with those on the agenda is that those links will be live until approximately a week before the meeting, and then I take those links off of the agenda. And the point of that is to encourage you to get your reports in a timely fashion, so that people have time to read your report and they're not reading it on the way in to the meeting on Tuesday night. And then again, down at the bottom, again, there are links to agendas, and this says agenda from 11/28. And I need to replace that with the minutes. So this should have the most current agenda of the meeting coming up and the most current minutes, even though it's not reflected in this video. This here on the right is typically going to be the minutes from the meeting of 11/28. Conversations is something I think I'm going to skip for right now. We haven't used this very much. I think it can be a very helpful thing. Google has a feature called Groups, and in Groups we can start conversations together. And so it's like our own private chat room, engagement room, similar to something like Discord or that sort of thing, or Reddit. You can just start a thread and start a conversation. And then on this contact page, everyone's picture and email and area of ministry is listed. Obviously, as we move into 2024, this is going to undergo some changes, so this will become new. And finally, this last page has videos that you can access that will help you to understand the system. As always, feel free to call me, text me. I am willing to walk you through this personally, individually, in your home, with your computer, at Starbucks, with your laptop, and just get you set up. My first encouragement to you is to, once you get yourself onto the site, onto the Google site, is to bookmark the page. So you'll see that I have here on my, well, I have it on there twice, but I think one of them is the editing and one of them is the actual live page. So you want to basically put that up there. And so when you have something you need to do for a session, that's where you go, and everything is here for you. All right, hope that's helpful. Again, feel free to call me, talk to me, ask me for help.